We're here in Barnstable Village at the office of Cape and Islands District Attorney Michael O'Keefe. Moments ago, Mr. O'Keefe gave a press conference providing some detail into the shooting death of Andre Martins.
As you know, about 1:10 or so in the morning, Sunday morning, an officer of the Yarmouth Police Department, Officer Christopher Van Ness, age 34. Officer Van Ness has been with the Yarmouth Police Department for over 3 years and was with another police department on the Cape before he was hired by the Yarmouth Police Department. He was observing the operation of a particular motor vehicle at that time of the morning, and at a point on Harbor Road, which is in a residential area of West Yarmouth, the scene of in an area that contains many houses with young families. It's very much a neighborhood. He observed that car speed up to an extremely high rate of speed. Some witnesses estimated 80 to 90 miles an hour on this small street. He then observed the vehicle, and following that observation, he put on his blue lights in an attempt to stop the vehicle. Following the vehicle as it turned onto Baxter Road, a road which intersects with Route 28, it would have been clear to the operator of the vehicle that was being pursued by the officer that other police vehicles of the Yarmouth Police Department, which were displaying their blue lights, had gathered at the top of the intersection of 28 and Yarmouth. The vehicle in question then turned left sharply onto the lawn of the house at, I believe it's 41 Baxter, as evidenced by the gouging of the lawn, made a number of attempts to conduct a U-turn at that location, and made several movements of the vehicle over the lawn, and it appears impacted the cruiser that was behind it in that attempt to turn around and head back down Baxter Road. The officer was out of the vehicle at that point, issued a number of commands, and several shots were fired during that brief period. The car ultimately did turn around. It headed back down Baxter, where it came to a stop several hundred feet or so down the road, maybe even less, and the individual was shot at that point. When precisely in that sequence of events that occurred is still the subject of the investigation. First aid personnel came to his assistance very quickly. He was in possession of and had what appears to be a marijuana cigarette still in his mouth as he was taken from the motor vehicle. That item has been recovered and certainly is part of the investigation, as will be blood tests and things of that nature from the autopsy. The autopsy was completed today by Dr. Henry Niels, the Chief Medical Examiner for the Commonwealth. The deceased died of a single perforating gunshot wound that impacted his lung and heart, and as I indicate, the investigation is very much ongoing. The state police are interviewing a number of witnesses, including the officer involved, and that will go on, I suspect, for some period of time. And as I indicated earlier, I hope to have some additional information to give you in the not too distant future. Andre Martin, age 25. We did not release his name prior to this because he has no relatives, adult relatives, if you will, in the United States. And with the help of the Brazilian consulate in Boston, I believe, the state police were able to notify his father and a brother this morning. There was a person in the car, and she was a 25-year-old girlfriend of the deceased who has given the state police a very complete statement. I expect they'll probably be talking to her again. She is the mother of two children who we are given to understand are the deceased's children. And she has been fully cooperative with the police and has given them some helpful information about this incident. The officer seems to be doing okay. Again, he was treated yesterday and at the hospital himself, obviously impacted by this tragedy, and is speaking today to the state police detectives. He's on the normal administrative leave pending the outcome of this matter.